Anytime you are not performing to the best of your ability, something's blocking your energy. I'm here to challenge you today that something just might be your shoes. Welcome to my closet. I'm going to ask you to walk down the hallway of awareness with me. Come to the door of acceptance and let's take a peek and see what might be influencing our energy. Grab a pen and paper because you very well might want to take some notes because the information that I'm going to give you today is going to rock your world. The first influencer that impacts the way we show up every day is financial. I tell everybody, and I believe this with my whole heart, if you are not friends with your finances, something in that relationship needs to change. What is your money mindset? How do you view money? Why do you work so hard? I've got a pair of shoes to show you. I've got my cowgirl boots here. Whether you live on the East Coast, the Midwest, or out here in the West, cowboy boots represent something to you. Maybe you're a farmer. Maybe you are an oil rigger, a gas tycoon, or an ordinary gal just like me who really enjoys real leather, authentic, and genuine. There are some keys that you want to look at when it comes to unlocking your financial awareness. The first one is prioritize. What is money for? How do you spend it? Where do you want to spend it? Are you honoring your values when you do that? Regulate. Do you have a budget? Do you care about a budget? Why or why not? A money mindset map. As a coach, I love to help people with their money mindset. If you have a question about that, reach out to me. There's so much to explore with this influencer. And also look at what you are attracting into your world. How do you feel about money? What's your energy around it? That's our first influencer. Our next one is super important and has a lot of energy behind it as well. This is your environment, the environment that you live in, that you play in, that you work in. I chose hiking boots for this one because I absolutely love to play in nature's playground. I love to explore the mountains, the desert, the hills, and the valleys. And I need these hiking boots to support me as I journey into this wilderness area. I wouldn't wear these hiking boots if I went to the beach. I couldn't put my toes in the ocean. I couldn't let my feet be buried in the sand. So know your environment. Where and what are you walking into? And is what you have on your feet going to support you? If you're like me and you love to be outdoors, it's really important that you pay attention to your environment. Also, I speak a lot, and I have to pay attention to the temperature in the room. Maybe I'm going to need to bring layers with me, an extra sweater, right? All of this stuff impacts our environment. So the keys to unlocking the door to this part of your shoe closet are increase your self-awareness. Correctly assess your situation. What's going on around you? How's the lighting? Does it feel good to you? Are your clothes comfortable? Do they fit well? Are they baggy? Do they make you feel empowered and confident? And if they don't, why are you wearing them? You want to make sure that your environment is appropriate for you. Some people love to work from home. Others love an office space. For me, environmentally, it's very encouraging for me to have an office space and a conference room that I can hold my workshops and visit with my clients. You also want to be able to adapt and adjust to your environment. In the Boy Scout world, my son was one of those, they always say to be well prepared. So know what it is that you're walking into and provide what you need to support you in that arena. The last one here for your environment, show up 100%. Don't hold back. There's so much of you that needs to be seen by this world that you live in. All right, the next one. We've got another great one here. This next one is social. This is a big one for many, many people. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? It doesn't matter which one of those, which camp you put yourself in. The social influencer is a big one. You want to think about joining me in the Smile High Club. Why do I say that? Because everything about you matters. Every conversation that you have, every person that you have an opportunity to stand next to and visit with has the opportunity to be your teacher or your student. The shoe that I have for you here are my really cute Brightons. I got these for my daughter's wedding. Aren't they pretty? So I wanted to look pretty in that social environment. I wanted to feel confident. I wanted a big heel that would support me. I didn't want to trip or turn an ankle. That would have been kind of embarrassing, right? And so these shoes support me socially. They help me to feel confident and step into the woman I was created to be. So when you think about this social influencer, the ways that you can unlock the door here are optimize your situation and your conditions. What do I mean by that? You have an opportunity to create the experiences that you want to have. If something's not going on in your world, make it happen. Create that social experience that you want to have. You want to develop strategies. Have a plan. When you step into a social situations, prepare in advance. Some questions maybe that you want to ask somebody or learn about. One of my favorite questions is help me to understand what it's like to be you. Let go of the judgment and be curious. The next one to look at is wifey. Why do we say that? What's in it for you? What do you want to take away from each social engagement that you have the privilege of stepping into? Decide that. Guess what? We forget this key point. We are always at choice. We are so much more than the circumstances around us. And the last one is a biggie. This one, we get so heady that we forget our heart and we start trying to manipulate people. Let go of that. Socially, it doesn't serve you. Environmentally, it doesn't serve you. And financially, it doesn't serve you. There's some other ways where manipulation does not serve you at all either, and that's our next influencer. This one is physical. As the Walk Your Talk coach, this one's really big for me. I talk to women all the time who want to start an exercise program, eating better. All of that comes into this physical influencer, right? I've got my workout shoes right here. These are super important to me. They support me. They allow me to move my body. It's really important. A body in motion stays in motion. What prevents us from stepping forward? Think about that. Some of what prevents us from stepping forward is we do not hydrate. So I'm here to tell you, keep the water, keep the fluids going. Drink half of your body weight in ounces every day. You'll notice a huge shift in the influencer in the physical realm. The other thing you want to remember about the physical realm is that food is fuel. Food doesn't have to be foolish. So if you've got cravings and different things, that's okay, but explore why that's important to you. When we're feeling strong and active, we invite anabolic energy into our world. Anabolic energy is the energy that fuels us and builds us, and we want more of that. So to unlock these doors, like I said, hydration, good nutrition, make sure you're getting some sleep. People forget sleep is key. Your self-image, your appearance. Do you feel good about your appearance? And if not, what can you change? Some things are unchangeable, and other things we can shift. Exercise and movement, another big one, we forget to breathe. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Under stress, many of us hold our breath, and that causes tremendous energy blocks. And the last one, reach out and hug and touch somebody. Somebody needs to hear from you, and you need to hear from somebody else. Next influencer. This is a biggie. This is emotional. We all know that we're not run by our emotions, but oftentimes they can run away with us. So not allowing our emotions expression bring in catabolic energy. As we've spoken about, anabolic energy is building. Catabolic energy absolutely zaps us. It's incredibly destructive. So when we withhold our emotions and we don't honor them for what they are, that blocks our energy. I love my fuzzy slippers. They provide warmth and comfort to me. Sometimes my emotions are just like this. And sometimes my feet get really hot in them and I have to kick them off, just like my emotions. Some of my emotions will serve me and some will not. I get to choose, and so do you. So how do we unlock this door? Know what emotions fuel you. Know what emotions drain you. Invite in the ones that fuel you more readily and kick the ones to the curb that don't. You want to tap into some disciplines that we're going to talk about in the next video. We want to be aware of our emotional triggers, what affects us, and what causes our emotions to go high on the thermometer. And then the other thing we want to do is let go of our judgments. All right. You know what? I'm going to stop right here. We have got some more influencers that we want to look at, but I want you to digest what you've just heard. And I want you to tune in next time as we explore more about the influencers that can block, zap, or help you to step forward. Because the key to unlocking those is your awareness. Until next time, walk your talk and live your legacy.